Yes, I'd be more than happy to come give you a free deck design in-home consultation. What's your address? Great. Be right there. Hello, I'm Scott.
Hi, wow, that was fast.
Listen, let's go around back. I'll get some measurements, we'll talk about some ideas, and then we'll draw something up on your kitchen table.
Okay.
All right, Tammy, I got the measurements off the back of your house. May I sit down?
Oh, yes, please.
I'm going to draw something up. Did you see anything in there that you liked?
Yeah, I really like this one. I like the black spindles and the railing top, and we're really looking for a two-level deck.
Two-level deck, no problem. I'll draw something up for you. This is very popular, this railing system. And then have you thought anything about composite flooring?
Yes, we would like some composite flooring.
Okay, great. That eliminates a lot of the maintenance off your deck. So I've got the shape of your house back here, and I'm going to put a little sketch together. I noticed you already had your brick paver patio in place. So what I'm going to try to do is line up the bottom step to meet that brick paver patio.
Okay.
There's three things I want you to think about when you're considering a deck. First and foremost, where are we going to sit? Where are we going to eat? This area needs to be very well defined, it needs to be large, and it should be clear of any kind of traffic patterns. The other two things are where are we going to put the grill and where are the steps going to be. So based on your exact situation, I've determined that I think we go out the doors here, we turn to the right, and this little area here can be the grill zone. Then off to the same side, we have the steps that go down and meet your brick paver patio. Then you have level 1 and a step down to a nice large octagon, and that would be your second level. What do you think?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, fantastic. All right, Tammy, this is your door wall. This is the back of your house. And what I've done is coming out of the door wall to the right, we'll create a little area here where we can stick the grill. Then, coming over here, we have the steps that line up with your brick paver patio down below. All the rest of your traffic will go over to the left, and this will be unobstructed with traffic patterns, a nice large open area to put a table and chairs, and this will be the dining zone. Okay? What do you think?
I like it. When would this be ready?
Let's go take a look.
Wow, this looks great. It's just like we imagined.
Alright, well, let me show you off to the right here. This is the grill zone I was talking about. Close to the kitchen, its own little defined space, perfect for the grill master. Traffic pattern coming over here, nice extra wide 5-foot stairs, perfectly lining up with your brick paver patio down below. Notice the lights in the railing. Those are set on a timer, and they can come on however you set your timer. And it makes very nice, it's very attractive to come out on your deck in the evening when the sun's gone down and to have a nice low voltage lighting system. It creates the perfect ambiance. Notice I also put lights in the step for some safety. Also, every other step on the stairs has one. I think a strong railing is the best railing, and there's a few extra things that I do that other builders don't do. For example, if you look across the top surface of your entire handrail, you will not see on the top any nail or screw holes. I leave this face perfect. What will happen in time is if you put a screw or nail through the top, water will collect in there, causing premature rot. Okay? What I've done is I have toe-nailed up and under with some trim head screws, and I wrote a bead of construction adhesive to keep this on here forever. This railing is super tight. Also, another thing that I do, at the bottom and top of each of these, I actually pre-drill into the wood. Now there are fastening clips that people use, but the problem I found is that they rattle, and you can twist and turn these, and they're very loose. And I think it's a cheap way to do a deck. So I pre-drill about a 1/2 inch top and bottom, and this aluminum spindle is recessed into there with silicone caulk to prevent water and to also hold these tight from spinning. Another thing that I do is I hide the wiring up and under, recessed completely. You cannot see where the wiring is for this lighting system, but it does exist. It's all hidden inside your deck. Also, we have this trim piece just a little decorative touch, has a routed edge. And you'll notice on top of your handrail, a routed edge. Let's go down below the deck and take a look at what we have there.
Okay.
Now Tammy, if you look closely here, you see these blocks of wood in between your joists. This is called blocking.
Okay.
The purpose of this, and no other builder does this, the purpose of this is because your joists have a tendency to warp and twist and turn over time. You're outdoors, it's cold in the winter, it's hot in the summer, your decking material expands and contracts. It's very flimsy. So it's not going to hold these boards when they want to twist and turn and warp. And what will happen is those perfect gaps that we see up top, the spacing between your deck boards, that will change as these boards warp. Some places your boards will come together, and then other places the gap will open up quite a bit more, and it will create a little bit of a buckle effect on top of your deck. This extra blocking is something that will keep these joists straight and true. All right, Tammy. Now you have multiple post and beam work here to support your deck, but a small portion of your deck is supported by the house. And what I've done is I've drilled through the brick of the house into the wood bond of your flooring system, and I've attached all the way through into that. So your deck is supported not by the brick of your house, but by the interior framing of your house. This is the railing, the bottom of the railing post right here, this 4x4. Now you see I have it sandwiched in between two joists, so you get less movement that way. And then I've run 2 carriage bolts come through, and then I have this blocking on the side. Alright, Tammy, if you notice here we have 6 stringers. These support your stairs. The more stringers, the better the support on your stair system. Some people use as little as 3 with composite decking. So you'll notice for years to come, you'll have no problem, no wiggle, no wobble in your stairs. Okay? So these are about 10 inches apart. Now if you look up here, you see I bring the stringer back to this joist, and it is notched in here to receive this. It's a little bit difficult to see, but the system that I have here is very strong, very secure, and these will never collapse. Alright, Tammy, this is your post. On this deck, because we're only about neck high, I've gone with a 4x6 post. What I've done here is, this is called a seat cut. I've cut a 3-inch seat for the beamwork to rest upon. Then, to hold the beamwork to the post forever, 2 carriage bolts. And that's a good strong system. It'll never come down. What we have here, Tammy, is a 4x4 cedar post. Now, one of the things I do, it's just another one of the small details that I try to do to set me apart. But if you focus in real tight here, you'll see that there's a scrap, 2 scraps of wood nailed onto the bottom of that 4x4 post. Now, this material is pressure treated, and some pressure treated is made for ground contact. So what I did was I took 2 pieces of that in this situation. 1 piece would have been fine. But what it is this is in contact with the ground. Now, because it's in the ground, it will be a little bit stronger. Your railing will be a little bit stiffer. But also, water coming up here, if this was cedar in contact with the ground, the water would come up and it would wick itself or draw itself up into the meat of your 4x4 post, and it would rot out. And that would happen in just 4 to 5 years. You would begin to have the signs of complete decay and rot in your 4x4 post. So by doing this, I've eliminated that.
Wow! What a great deck! I want to be a deck builder when I grow up.